Hi there guys, I'm Nikhil from Grady Tech and this is the unboxing and a quick hands-on review of the Micromax in 2C. So here's the box. It comes with 3GB of RAM and 32GB of storage. It's available in two colors, silver and brown, and we have the silver color with us right now. Now the main highlights for this phone would be its bigger screen size, cameras, bigger battery size, and most importantly, the overall price. So without any further delays, let's first have the unboxing. So here's the box. It says, "We care for India, how about you?" and says 2C in by Micromax. There's a subtle branding on the sides. On the back side, we have a few highlights. Now let's unbox it. First there's the phone, next there's a smaller box, followed by a 10 watts power adapter, and finally a USB Type-C charging cable. Inside the box, we get some documentation, screen protector, and a transparent silicone case. Now let me just remove the cover and the stickers on the phone. Now this is how the phone looks on the back and this is how the phone looks on the front. Now let's have a physical overview. On the back side, this phone has a plastic back panel with a pretty cool pattern going on. You can even call it dual tone finish. Even though you can't actually see it, back panel actually has micro patterns, so it definitely helps you with the grip. At the top, we got the camera module with a dual camera setup followed by a single LED flash. At the bottom, we got the in branding and the speaker grill. Now on the front, we got the huge display with a dewdrop notch. Inside the notch, we got the front facing camera, and to the sides, we got some sensors. Below the display, it's completely plain. Now for the sides, on the right side, we got the power and volume buttons made of plastic buttons. They are sufficiently elevated and have a nice clicky feel to them. At the top, it's completely plain. On the left side, we got the SIM card tray housing 2 nano SIM slots along with a dedicated SD card slot. Finally at the bottom, we got the USB Type-C charging port followed by the primary microphone and the 3.5mm audio jack. Now this phone has a thickness of 8.6mm and weighs just 198 grams. In hand, phone fit pretty comfortably, and even though phone weighs about 200 grams, weight distribution has been done really good and the phone doesn't feel all that heavy. I must say that's definitely a very good point about this phone. Now this is how the phone looks with the case on. It's just a regular soft silicone case. It just gives you some extra grip and prevents smudges. That's all. Not a lot in terms of drop protection. Now these are the complete specifications of this phone. On the rear, we got a dual camera setup with an 8MP primary camera followed by another camera for taking portrait shots. For selfies, we get a 5MP camera. When it comes to display, we get a 6.52-inch HD Plus display with a dewdrop notch. When it comes to performance, this phone sports Unisoc T610 processor with Mali G52 MP2 GPU with 3GB of RAM and 32GB of storage. And finally, this phone is powered by a 5000mAh battery and comes with a 10 watts power adapter inside the box. Now this is how the phone looks once we turn it on and set it up. This is basically the home screen, and here's the app drawer, and this is the notification area. This phone has pure stock Android. Basically there's no bloatware, just the most essential apps and some apps from Google that you might not use. Now here's the about page. This phone is running Android 11 right out of the box with 5th November security patch. And here's the storage information. Out of that 32GB of space, we get about 24GB of space for our user apps and user data. Now let's test the speaker. This phone has just a single speaker on the back side, and here's an audio preview. Speaker on this phone is definitely pretty loud. It's good for media consumption, ringtones and alarms. This phone has the speaker on the back side, so if you place your phone on a flat surface, it's definitely not going to be a problem. But if you place it in a place with a lot more cushion, like a sofa or your bed, then the speaker loudness will definitely be affected. Now this is the camera interface. We got the default photo mode. On the left side we got the pro mode, portrait mode and the panorama. On the right side we got the video mode, slow-mo and more. We got similar interface even for the front facing camera. Now these are some sample shots. This phone doesn't come with a fingerprint scanner, but we do have the face unlock feature. in good lighting conditions, Face Unlock works really well. It almost unlocks the phone within a second. Even in low lighting conditions, Face Unlock works really well. It takes about a second or two to unlock the phone. In complete darkness, it depends on the screen brightness. Overall, Face Unlock is definitely usable. Now, I've used this phone for about few hours, and honestly this is my first time using a phone with a brand new Unisoc processor. And I must say the performance is pretty decent, at least I couldn't notice any kind of lags. Everything was pretty smooth. For a normal user, you definitely won't have any issues with the performance. By the way, if you want to know more about the gaming performance of this phone, check out my gaming review video. I'll be posting it pretty soon. Check the description for the link. So guys, what do you think about this phone? Do let me know by commenting below this video, and if you're planning to buy this phone, use the link in the description. It always helps the channel. With that said, this is Nikhil signing off. See you in my next video.